Had a lot of people say I was crazy for getting rid of my TYM and getting a tractor that's what, 72 years old. This is a 1953 Ford Jubilee, and I know the TYM. I'm not saying anything bad about that TYM, but I sold it, uh, and I went and bought this thing, and people are saying, why would you get rid of a Martin tractor and go back to something that old? And so I'm going to kind of explain my positions or why I did it and how I ended up with this and what I think about this compared to the TYM. In case you're starting out, you need a tractor. You don't have to go buy a 20. I think I paid 24,000 for the TYM. I paid 1,000 for this one. So I'm gonna kind of go over it, and I'm not gonna say anything bad about the TYM. I enjoyed that tractor. It was a good tractor. But just a couple things I didn't like about it, and we'll talk about that as we go on. So what I had a TYM 4815H, which is a 48 horsepower, four-wheel drive, hydrostatic, with a front-end loader tractor. I bought it about 3 years ago. Used it, changed the fluid in it like I was supposed to. Everything's fine with that tractor. You can go back and look at my reviews. I've got several. So I got 6 months, 1 year, 18 months, 24 months review, and the day I sold it. I'm just gonna make this disclaimer. I've been driving tractors for a long time. I've had many tractors, and if you're never been on a tractor, the young guy that bought my TYM, never been on a tractor, he came here and looked at it. I put him on it and showed him how to operate. That's the first time he'd ever been on a tractor in his life. That tractor would probably be exactly what you need if you can afford it. The reason we bought that tractor, of course, I've got a John Deere for my main tractor. I was working at the time, and I needed a tractor that kind of my wife could drive, and we put the bush hog, and sometimes when I was at work, she'd bush hog some for me. Kind of kept me, kept me updated, or kept me on schedule. So that's why we bought that tractor. And after having it and using it, and it was good for, like, if you was bush hogging around the garden, you was back and forth, changing directions a lot. I mean, it's perfect for that. Loader work, it was good for loader work. The loader on it was outstanding. I mean, it would lift this house. That's how strong it was. As a matter of fact, it got me in trouble a time or two. But the thing I did not like about it, I don't like the hydrostatic. I just soon have a gear. If we'd bought that as a gear tractor, I would most likely still have that tractor. But I like to put it in gear and just go. Especially when you're bush hogging, you got long cuts and back and forth, and I just didn't like it for that reason. The other reasons, of course, is financial. I retired from my job, and I had, 20-something thousand sitting in the barn. I didn't use used it, but not a whole lot. I really liked my John Deere better, or ended up liking it better, so I used it more. So I thought, well, we got to kind of look at it. So that's the reasons I sold it. Now, of course, the story on this, I was looking for a diesel tractor, in the 80s, in the 1980 models, somewhere in that range, just to put the bush hog on and just leave it on it for the bush hog. And I seen this, and I asked him about it. He was out of town, yada yada, and I went and looked at it, and gave me a price I couldn't refuse. So I went ahead and bought it, gave $1,000 for it, and I enjoy this tractor a lot. I enjoy driving it. Enjoy starting it. I mean, there's nothing about this tractor I don't like. I could just about sit on it all day long. Now, it's not as comfortable as the TYM. TYM had that air ride seat, kinda. I had power steering. This does not have power steering. So it's got the old pan seat. We'll go around there and look at it here in a second. So, the TYM was a little more comfortable, and like I said, if it had been a geared tractor, I probably would still have it. But I really like this tractor, and I will say this tractor will outpull that TYM 2-to-1. This is a pulling machine. I could hook something to it, and I'd cook his house to it and pull it over. If it stayed, the front would stay down. But we put that mulch layer on it, where at times you had to put it in 4-wheel drive and go down a gear in the TYM for it to pull it. This thing pulls it in second gear, idling, don't even belch. Cultivators never done it. TYM had a little problem with pulling the cutting hard. Well, it'll be a little while, but we'll eventually get the cutting hard on this. So, and we'll see how it pulls. This thing will absolutely pull, and it outpull that TYM 2-to-1. Other thing I kind of like about this tractor is the 3-point hitch. Seems like the arms are longer. Seemed like that TYM had too short of arms, and it was kind of hard to hook stuff up, like my spreader, my post hole diggers. It didn't really hook up very well. Even that mulch layer didn't. I thought it needed to be back a little bit, you know. But that's why I like this right here is a breeze hook in. Right here's this old pan seat. So you can see that's the 1953 technology right there, and it's probably an upgrade back then. I don't know, but I really like the length and everything on this. I wish it would lift a little bit higher, and I might be able to make an adjustment on that to get that. I'm not 100% sure yet, but that's the main reasons here compared to it. The TYM had a little more comfort features. It had a better seat, power steering, compared to this. This thing will outpull that, and I think this is like a 30 horse. I should have looked that up before I came, but I think it's in the low 30s somewhere. Yeah, but this feels like it will outpull that TYM no problem. So, and it's easier to work on. You know, I bought this. It's really good. It's all original. It's got the original generator. It's a 6-volt. The only thing I don't know that it's not original is the gauges. Of course, it's missing the tack. And I'm gonna get a new one of those eventually. I'll probably replace 2 of those gauges. They don't work, the amp meter and the temp gauge. So I'll replace those eventually. And I can't decide if I want to paint it or leave it in its working clothes. I kind of like it like this. I do want to get the lights hooked up. But everything else, I changed the fluid in it. It seemed to help it a lot. I don't even know if the fluid's ever been changed, and it didn't look like it. But that's the thing. I really like this tractor. I enjoy it. I actually enjoy this more than the TYM. So I guess the point of this is, if you got very little money and you're starting a homestead, you got to have I think you've got to have some kind of a tractor. I watch these people, they buy this land and they don't have nothing to work with it, and they have to do it all by hand and all this stuff. I mean, if you're working a job, you don't have time for that. So if you find something like this, like $1,000 to $2,000, you can put a 5-foot bush hog on this, and I can bush hog this whole field. Well, when I started here, I started with an 8-in and a 4-foot bush hog, and I did it all. I mean, plowing, anything you want to do, you can do with this tractor. Of course, you know, if you've never been on a tractor, you know, the hydrostatic is, you know, it's more like a lawnmower, to be honest with you. And it kind of, the TYM kind of sounded like a lawnmower until I did my 50-hour fluid change. It sounded like pretty good. I enjoyed it then, but I'm not bad mouthing the TYM at all. It's a fantastic tractor. I just like this one better. I just don't think, for the money, I got $1,000 on this. It sits in the barn a lot, and I'll probably use it a little bit more than a TYM at this point. If I had a 5-foot bush hog, and I'm thinking about buying one for this one too, I'd have 2 bush hogs. I can just leave it on this one and go. Now this is gas. It's TYM with diesel, but once you got up bush hogging, now it takes a lot of diesel. It takes a lot of gas. Of course, in 1953, you know, gas was 15 cents a gallon. So I'm gonna keep it as long as it's going. And like I said, I can't decide maybe this winter if I'm gonna paint it or keep it in its work clothes. So that's the story of this, comparing this to the TYM, why I got rid of the TYM, and why I'm gonna keep this tractor now, and I'll keep it as long as it keeps going. I'm sure You might be a little more working on this tractor than you would a TYM. Eventually you have to work on the TYM, but this is very simple to work on, very simple. Even somebody like me, I don't even like mechanic work, I can work on this tractor. And you can go back and I can tell you about the timing, how I fixed the timing on this. It's very simple to understand. I mean, you don't have to be a genius. You can just kind of work through stuff and figure it out. So, am I happy with this tractor? Absolutely. And do I like this tractor better than the TYM? I do personally. I don't mean that you would, but the point is, like I said, if you're starting out, you don't want any debt. I mean, you can go get you a nice tractor, work your fields, be a little, do your little homestead stuff. If I was starting on a homestead, and I did when we first moved out here, I can't remember how much I gave for that 8N, but it wasn't very much, and that's what we started with, and I kept it for a long time. And finding where it went and started, kind of needed to be rebuilt, so I traded it for a Massey Ferguson 230, I think. It was brand new, got a real good deal on it. I ran the far out of that Massey Ferguson, and I finally sold it, bought the John Deere, and then we bought the TYM. Now I've got another Jubilee. I got a 54. We used to far of it in our hay business. I'm working on it, so I'll get it going. That down to the carburetor, so I'm gonna take the carburetor off, clean it, and we'll get it going. And a water pump. It needs a new water pump. So we'll have two of them working for them. I'm gonna use the other one mainly for pulling the mum wagon down to the road, so I don't have to use my side by side. And I'm gonna do a new chicken tractor deal. I'm gonna use it for it. So, and this will be kind of like my little cultivating tractor. And of course, the John Deere will still be the main tractor. All right, appreciate you watching. Have any questions, you can leave them down below. Give me a thumbs up, hit the hype button, support your local farmer. We'll see you down there in the next video.